Okay, so while everyone has been distracted by Trump, Melania, the tariffs, and so much else going on in the crypto space, including some very, very red days in the market, I've uncovered a gem in the making, extremely undervalued in my opinion, and what seems to be backed by Elon Musk himself as one of his next company ventures. This is the Wine coin, launched by one of the original co-founders of Wine, Russ, and it was launched on X. We verified that it was actually him. It wasn't an account hack. Why do we think that it is backed by Elon? And is this coin going to really be a major play in the cycle? That's what I'm going to be covering in this video. So let's dive right into it. First, looking at details around how and why it's backed by Elon Musk. So if you see on the screen right now, you'll actually see a few tweets. So Elon has been teasing Wine for quite some time. First, he posted a poll back in October 30th, 2022, where he asked, bring back Wine. This poll had about 4.9 million votes. Woo! And 69.6% voted yes, 30.4% voted no. Once again, on April 17, 2024, Elon posted the same poll asking bring back Wine. And this time 2.2 million people voted. Same exact results, 69.6% yes and 30.4% no. That seems like a statistical anomaly, and I'm not sure if it's Elon kind of playing the odds in the favor of actually bringing him back because he sees value in it. There are a lot of other plays that we've seen as well where he's responded to other ex-engineers who've said, should we inject Wine videos directly into the video tab on X? And Elon has responded to those tweets saying, yes, that's a great idea. So this is the pretext that we are running with. And then we move on to the next part where we kind of connected to the Wine coin. So let's go over how the co-founders of Wine, Russ, has launched the Wine coin next. Okay, so on January 22nd, Russ, one of the co-founders of Wine app originally, which is owned by Elon Musk and X at this point, all of that IP is owned by them, posted out a tweet saying, remember all the fun we had building Wine, let's relive the magic and do it for the Wine coin. Posted the contract address. There was initial speculation that his account might have been hacked because that happened to a few other accounts earlier that same day. And then he posted a verifiable GIF and then a selfie video showcasing that it is not actually hacked and it is him. He then posted further on a few other messages outlining his vision for why we should bring back Wine, answering some questions from ex-engineers. At this point, this was all still speculation, but as the community came together with amazing community contributors like HBAR, Josh, Cristiano Covino, and KB, and many others, including Wise Admiral, and many of the contributors holding spaces near 24/7 over this period, we saw some interesting things starting to unfold. The first of those things was on the first day the Wine coin was launched. One, we saw record-breaking numbers, but more so than that, Russ, the founder of Wine originally, actually joined one of those spaces and shared his sort of vision about Wine. He talked about how great it was to have that community of creators. He talked about the concern he had initially about not having the ability to figure out monetization for creators and to reward them for the time they were spending creating these amazing pieces of viral content that really made us all laugh. And he saw Winecoin as a way to potentially contribute towards solving that problem. He also spoke on creating a wholesome app that takes care and accounts for the mental health of its users, of its creators and viewers alike. So we saw a really interesting messaging directly from Russ coming and speaking to the community. Well, was that all that we had to bank on? No. Further down the line, the next day, in fact, on another X space, we saw X engineers coming in and coming to get product feedback from the X community. So they started to ask questions such as, okay, if we're going to start to integrate Wine, how would we like to see that? Would we like to see Wine, the 6-second original Wines integrated directly into the video tab? Should we instead have a separate tab for it or a separate app for it? Should Wines be made longer than 6 seconds? All of this was back and forth feedback that they were gathering from the community. And it goes without saying that obviously X engineers are quite busy. All of Elon's companies run at a high level of productivity. It doesn't seem like they would have free time in the middle of their workday to just come into spaces and spend time getting product feedback for no reason at all. This combined with Elon getting the polls back in the day and then recently engaging with other ex-engineers saying that yes, we should integrate with Wine, made the speculation that Wine is coming back even more likely. But wait, there is more. So we found more and more information as we went along, because it wasn't just the communication with ex-engineers. We also started to see record-breaking numbers across the space with the Wine coin itself. For example, in the first day itself, Winecoin had done over $1.35 billion in volume. At one point, it was the top 10 most traded token by volume across all of crypto, surpassing the volume numbers of BNB itself. So it was battling with the likes of obviously BNB, Dogecoin, USDC, USDT, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin. These are the tokens it was battling it across the ecosystem. And within the Solana ecosystem, it was the number 3 most traded token, with the only tokens above it at that point were number 4th most traded token. I apologize. At that point, the only tokens above it were Trump, Sol, and USDT. So this is the caliber at which there was so much interest just on the pure speculation. Well, we had more information revealed in the next few days, which turned a lot of the speculation into confirmed information. So let's get into that, including the Wine beta app that we found out about not too much longer after the initial spaces. Okay, so after all this sort of speculation in the space about Wine coming back and all the excitement, the creators coming back, hosts, community contributors holding near 24/7 spaces, a lot of excitement was there, and the volume numbers continue to break. And other prominent folks in the industry, including Mario Nawfal, noticing this and tweeting it out that, hey, there's something going on with Vine. Still, a lot of folks were speculating, hey, this could all just be a bunch of hurrah and not really have good backing or substance behind it. We don't really know if the Wine app is actually going to come back, if it's even being worked on, what stage it's at, so on and so forth. And these are valid concerns, but they all got put to rest with one key piece of information being revealed. And it was revealed in a very interesting way, like an Easter egg that I believe Russ put out for those in the community that were kind of searching through the code, really monitoring all the sites. I've put up a site myself that tracks DNS and zone changes in the volume data. And so a lot of us were really interested in following these updates. What we noticed is that on wineco.in/beta was a new URL that was introduced. And on that URL, when you go to it, you look through the source code, you notice that there was a video that was linked. The main page showed coming soon, but if you looked in the code, there was a timestamped video that was linked, and this video was published on Vimeo. There's a key reason that now we know that that video was published on a third-party platform, Vimeo, instead on the Wineco site itself. Because on the Wineco site, because Russ is the author of the site, as we presume, he can modify the timestamp of publishing. On a third-party site like Vimeo, he cannot modify this time. So we were able to identify that the time of publication was very recent, 51 minutes before we found out this information ourselves. So it was a recently published video that showed, you can see on the screen right about now, and this is, as you'll see, let's take a moment to listen to this video actually.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. It's watermelon inside a watermelon.
Later, Mom. What's up? Me and my boys going to see Uncle Cracker. Give him that back, Jordan. Jordan, go see Uncle Cracker now. Later, Mom.
So this video was actually published in very recent time on Vimeo, and it showed the Wine beta app, which further turns a lot of the speculation of whether Vine is coming back or not into reality. Now, we still don't know if Vine is going to be a standalone app only, or if it's going to be integrated into X, or if it's going to be something like Grok, which is going to be a mixture of both, where you can access Grok from within the X app, which falls in line with Elon's vision of the everything app that he wants to create. Our philosophy is that the video tab will turn into the Wine tab, where you go into that tab and you'll be presented with the 6-second OG wines, which will be this amazing content that's created for virality, for memeability, for just absolute entertainment. And that there will probably be great wines or other tabs that are competing with more short form content with the 60-second videos and some longer videos. And then further, there will be a YouTube type platform as well. So we think that all three of these things are coming, and Wine will be directly integrated into X for the reasons that, one, Elon has teased that it should be coming in. He has confirmed, replying to some engineers, that Wine should be injected into the video tab. Further, he has confirmed that he wants to create X to be the everything app, and video content on X is lacking right now. So this is a perfect renaissance of that. Plus, another factor to consider is some of the top creators in the space, such as if you've been fans of the Vine News, if you've been fans of the Vine Encyclopedia, you'll remember some of the work that Cristiano Cavino did. You'll remember King Bach, you'll remember Amanda Cerny, you'll remember Logan Paul and Jake Paul, some of the folks who have fought some really formidable boxers recently, including the Jake Paul fight where he fought with Mike Tyson. All of these folks got their start from Vine. And a lot of us forget that Vine was the app that kind of originated it all, and it did not die off because there wasn't demand for it. It died off because Twitter, when they acquired it, they weren't really managing it properly. This is before Elon purchased Twitter and turned it into X. So now with Elon's management style and his goal to turn X into the everything app, this seems more likely than ever. In this video, I've compiled some of the information. I've also put together another video that goes over why I think Vine is really poised to take over TikTok, especially with the timing of the TikTok extension expiring around April 20th as well. I do think that deal is likely to fall off, and even if it doesn't fall off, TikTok will drastically change based on what it is right now without its algorithm, which the Chinese company ByteDance is unlikely to sell. So a lot of those creators are going to come out of Vine, and then this Vine coin being associated to kind of provide a form of compensation for creators, to reward viewers, to reward good behavior on the app is really, really exciting perspective. This token is extremely undervalued. You want to check it out. It is not just a meme coin. It is a lot more than that. So I hope you found this video helpful. Do take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps get the word out. And then if you're watching this on X, take a moment to like, repost, and bookmark as well. And I'll see you in the next video.